And I want to welcome you to our Commissioners Board meeting for May the 22nd. We are obviously in person, but also broadcasting a Microsoft Teams live event. We're on BCTV and also broadcasting on our own Facebook and YouTube live channels. We'll call the meeting to order with a moment of silence, followed by a pledge to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'll recognize my executive assistant, Veronica Lepore, to read the public comment notice.
Good morning. Thank you. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Veronica. Are there any additions or corrections for the May 15th meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We did not have any executive session since our last meeting. Is there any public comment on specific agenda items? There's nothing in person, nothing online. Moving on with our agenda, item 1 under authorizing, under that budget department, adopt a resolution authorizing 2025 budget transfers in the amount of $1,135,935 and 2025 appropriations in the amount of $89,705 per listing dated May 16th of 2025. There's several items listed under Human Resources. Item 1, authorize the appointment of Sydney Dougherty to Assistant County Solicitor in the Solicitor's Office. Item 2, authorize the appointment of Olivia Torres to Manager of Intake in Children and Youth Services. Item 3, authorize the promotion of Ryan Allen from Correctional Officer to Sergeant at the Berks County Jail. Item 4, authorize the promotion of Scott Levan from Correctional Officer to Sergeant at the Berks County Jail. Item 5, authorize the promotion of Elisa Lipko from Office Support 2 in the Prothonotari's Office to Judicial Coordinator in Court Administration. Item 6, authorize the promotion of Melinda Sharon from part-time switchboard operator to full-time Office Support 2 at the Berksheim. And item 7, authorize the promotion of Heather Hill from Shelter Care Counselor to Supervisor at the Shelter Program for the County of Berks Youth Shelter. There's several items listed under the Commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution approving the exoneration of 2023 county property taxes in the amount of $668.92 for the property located at 4514 Edgewood Drive, Exeter Township, owned by Robert Everett. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing a letter of support for Wyomissing Borough's application to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development Small Water and Sewer Grant Program for funding to support the Lincoln and Brandywine Flood Mitigation Project. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing a letter of support for the Berks County Conservation District's application to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development Watershed Restoration and Protection Program for funding to support the restoration of the Oysterville Creek headwater stream restoration. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair and Kevin S. Barnhart, Chief Operations Officer, to execute the Commonwealth Financing Authority LSA payment request form to receive the local share account Category 4 grant funds for contract for the Berks Leisure Area Iron Bridge project. Item E, adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency Project Modification Request Subgrant Amendment Number 2, and further authorizing Kevin S. Barnhart, Chief Operations Officer, to execute all grant award documents and notifications. Item 2, a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth in the contract agenda listing dated May 19th of 2025. There are a total of 18 contracts. There's one with the Area Agency on Aging, one with the Berks County Youth Shelter, 5 with Children and Youth Services, 6 jointly with Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation, 3 with Facilities and Operations, 1 with Information Systems, and 1 with the Berks County Library System. And item 3, a motion to authorize the execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending May 23 of 2025.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. With that, we'll move to reports of our treasurer and controller. We'll begin with our Berks County treasurer, Mitch Darcourt. Mitch.
Thank you, Commissioner. Today we have an opening balance of $299,713,768.62. We have a balance declare of $5,463,687.03. leaving us with a balance of $294,250,081.59. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Probably close to the high water mark of our fund balance that we'll see.
Hopefully we'll hit 300 million next week. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very good. Thank you. Moving now to our Berks County Controller, Joe Rutterow, with the Controller's Report. Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the week ending May 23rd, 2025, we have a total accounts payable of $380.64. We have a total employee payroll of $5,431,284.61. for a total disbursement of $11,051,665.25. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And moving now to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart, with your report.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. First, I want to thank all those voters who participated in the election on Tuesday. Everything ran amazingly well, as usual, here for the Berks County Service. I want to thank our poll workers and our constables, but more especially look at truly the effort that goes into it from all our various county departments. I looked at our list this morning. It involves about 12 departments here at the county to actually put out an election, not just the staff downstairs, facilities, information systems, Department of Emergency Services, our public relations officer, GIS and mapping, also many of our rovers who move around the county, verifying and checking on polls. Many of them are our own county employees. Our department, the solicitor's office, the mailroom and print shop, and purchasing, just to name a few. We also want to especially thank Lower Heidelberg, the City of Reading, and the Sheriff's Department K-9 for their efforts on providing additional security for us on election night. And it was really pleasing to have 6 legislators here Tuesday morning between 9 and 12 to really witness firsthand the call center, which is set up here in the Commissioner's boardroom, the activity on handling the judge of elections and any concerns with the equipment in election services, and of course the mail-in ballot process at the SAM building. So I think they went away from here really surprised and asked an awful lot of questions in our hopes that there are some election reforms in Harrisburg to help us do our job more efficiently, as we've been asking for since the enact of Act 77 in 2019. Last but not least, we have another tour today, as we did last Thursday at the Regional Youth Detention Center. We actually have representatives coming from Lehigh, elected representatives, as well as from Dauphin County and some of our own here. We have at least 3 of our representatives coming here from Berks County. So we're going to be there from 1 to 3. Last week, we spent about the first hour kind of going over the reasons and all the opportunities we're facing and trying to move this forward, and then about an hour for the tour of the facility. So I think all 3 of our commissioners will be there today.
Yeah,
2 out of that's not bad. That's a majority.
I was there last.
That's a Hall of Fame. I mean, right. So, but yes, a lot going on, but a lot of positive things taking place. So thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll move now to commissioners' reports, and we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. I have a few items here. I also want to thank Election Services for the great job they did on Tuesday. Things ran smoothly, no major issues. There's always small things that need to be addressed throughout the day, but we are prepared for that. And I won't go over everything because Kevin already mentioned that, how we have our rovers and how things are set up to handle situations that may arise through the day. But overall, it went very smoothly. Fortunately, we only had about a 17% turnout. That was 46,857 ballots cast. And out of that, 29% were mail-in ballots and 71% were cast on election day. There's still 189 provisional ballots throughout the county that need to be reviewed. Not all of those will count. We'll need to make sure that those are valid provisional ballots, and that process will happen tomorrow, Friday. So again, I know there's a lot of races that are very close. We won't know whether who won or who lost until after these provisional ballots, as well as the military overseas ballots are counted as well. And we will not have an elections board meeting today. The other thing, this past Friday, we had our employee recognition breakfast. So I want to thank all the Berks County employees who were recognized last Friday. We had 3 with 40 years of service. So imagine just between those 3, there's 120 years of service to Berks County. So congratulations to all of those who were recognized on Friday, and congratulations and thank you as well to all of the employees here at Berks County. It's around 2,100 who are the face of Berks County government for our citizens. This past Saturday, also, Commissioner Leinbach and I participated in the Armed Forces Day Parade, which went through West Reading. It's the 77th year that it has happened here in the area. There was only 1 year, which was due to COVID, that it was not celebrated, but this has been the 77th year. So always great to participate of that parade. Also, this past Sunday, I attended the Breast Cancer Support Services fashion show and luncheon. It's a great job they do there. They have a fashion show of men, and actually this time there was a couple, lady and her husband, who are both breast cancer survivors, and they participate in the fashion show. So it's really interesting to see that fashion show, learn about what these, majority of them women, have gone through. But again, breast cancer is not only for women, and there was a couple that both of them were breast cancer survivors. Last night, I had the opportunity to go to the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance annual dinner. About 700 people there from the business community. Great event, great dinner, and there was I think Penn, can't remember the show that they do, but they've been
Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller, that's correct. This was Penn who was here, and they've been over 50 years doing their show. So a great opportunity there at the GRCA dinner to meet other business people and enjoy a great evening. Tomorrow, Tech Central has their graduation. They actually have 132 graduates, which is pretty amazing. These are all free programs for people from the community. It's housed right here on South 6th Street in Reading, so it's walkable for people who do not have cars. And they offer short certificate programs. And they will have people graduating from CNA, medical records and billing, CDL, culinary arts, HiSET, which is something similar to a GED, and pre-apprenticeship as well. So 132 graduates. I'll be there. I'll be speaking briefly to the graduates, but I do want to congratulate those who are graduating and also the great job that the Tech Centro does to help our community to fill these in-demand jobs. You have CNA medical records. These are in-demand jobs here. CDL, also in-demand jobs. So thank you to Tech Centro, the work they do here in helping our community upskill to have better paying jobs. Also this Saturday, I will be going to the opening of the AEC Market, which is a farm store in Hamburg. It's located at 332 State Street in Hamburg. It's from 11 to 12. So if you're in the Hamburg area and want to drop by there, they will be selling local food grown and produced in Berks County and Lehigh counties. When I was there a few weeks ago with Secretary Seeger from the Department of Community Economic Development, had the opportunity to meet one of the owners, saw the store before they had it all set up, and now this Saturday they will have the grand opening. So again, if you're in the Hamburg area, please feel free to drop by between 11 and 2 if you're not there this Saturday, but want to have locally grown food and produced in Berks County and Lehigh, feel free to drop by once they are open. And one last item, Monday is Memorial Day, so I will ask everyone we have celebrations, we have parties going on that day, but let us remember what Memorial Day is. And we are remembering those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country, those who died in military service. We want to thank their families for allowing them to serve in the military. 3 p.m. is the national moment of remembrance. So set your alarm for 3 p.m. At 3 p.m., please stop for a minute or two to remember those. If you know of anyone who has lost a loved one in their military service, please take a moment to reach out to them and thank them for their family members' service. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. We'll move now to Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a few items to add. I too want to commend all the work that was done this past Tuesday on Election Day. It's a great team that we have, and mentioned by Kevin and Commissioner Rivera, all those people. I also want to commend the people who ran for office, for all the local offices, school boards, township commissioners, city councils. It's a challenge. It's difficult when you run for office to go out there and face the public and give them a reason to vote for you. So I don't think that there's any losers in the process, just some that don't get as many votes as others. But I want to commend all those candidates that ran for office in the primary. A couple of events that I attended in the past week or so. Last week, over at the Saucony Creek at Franklin Station, attended the fundraiser for the Reading Public Library, the celebrity bartenders, and they raised over $20,000. It was a great event. It was packed, and we had a very good time. Last Friday, I participated in a Bike to Work event, co-sponsored by Commute PA, who sit on our RATS board with Matt Boyer as executive director, and Tower Health. I borrowed a bike from Lynn and made the 6-mile journey around through West Reading, through the city.
That's impressive.
Was that the pink bike that I saw out there?
No, it wasn't pink. Was it green?
Is there something wrong with the pink bike?
No, there's not.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was him on the pink bike. And you may want to explain what RATS is.
Reading Area Transportation Study Commission. I'm sorry, it's a transportation organization that Alan Piper from our planning commission is our lead on, and Commute PA is an organization that tries to get people to commute to work, ride bikes, and every year they have an event, and I took the ride and it was fun. So I look forward to doing that again, maybe.
So it wasn't that fun.
It was okay. But the problem was I borrowed Lynn's bike. and we needed to put air in the tires. I didn't put enough air in the tires, so it was really a challenge. It was harder when there's no
Yes,
air in the
this
tires.
lower
He
tires.
didn't give you a fully functioning
So I
bike.
made it like
properly
twice as
functioning
hard,
bike.
And I want to thank the Reading Police for like tagging along with me in the back so that I was safe. So because they were
Actually, they were probably keeping the citizens safe.
maybe that could have been the case.
Yes, yes.
Of course, I procrastinated, waited to the last minute to secure a bike.
I got to tell you, 6 miles round trip.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That was
I
good,
haven't
right?
been. My bike has a motor on it,
Oh yeah.
but getting on a bike, and when you haven't been on one for a while, and then going 6 miles, I'm impressed.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so anyway, attended the Salvation Army Home Runs for Good event on Wednesday at the Redner Center, and it was a great event. Just a couple, the big honorees of the day were the Spirit of Reading Award that went to the Reading Fire Department, and Lieutenant Jason Batts he accepted on behalf of the fire department, and they honored the late, just passed Keith Eshelman, Sarge Eshelman, who was involved with the Reading Fire Department for so many years, and really was instrumental in a lot of the things, especially the holiday parties that they have. So I want to commend them, and also the Others Award, which is another big award they gave to Carol Ortwine, who is a volunteer there. So I want to recognize them. Last night I had the opportunity to speak to the Society for Academic Achievement, which is a group of students at Muhlenberg High School, the top 10% of the class, in conjunction and sponsored by the Muhlenberg Lions Club. The Society for Academic Achievement was founded in 1959 in Quincy, Illinois, and is dedicated to motivate talented youth to achieve academic excellence, to secure college education, and to become future intellectual leaders. And it was a great event over at the DoubleTree, and I was the speaker there. And Monday is Memorial Day, as Commissioner Rivera said. I too want to recognize the effort and the sacrifice that many of our men and women in armed services took to keep our country safe and to keep our democracy free. So I want to recognize as people are having parades and picnics and celebrations with their family, which is great to remember what the holiday really means. And I will be attending a parade out in Warnersville at the Borough of Warnersville on Monday as well. So if anybody out in that area is available, please check out the parade. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Several quick items. I want to reiterate again the Passport to Berks History Contest being run by America 250 PA Berks. You can get these at a variety of locations. In fact, all of the locations listed have these cards, but you can also get the card in the latest edition of Berks First. It's on page 12, and you can pick it up there. There are donated prizes for first, second, and third place. This contest goes through August the 15th, and you visit the various locations, get a stamp. Depending on the number of stamps you receive, determines eligibility for the various prizes. The grand prize is a $250 gift certificate from Boscov. Second place is a $150 gift certificate from Stokesay Castle. And then there are 3 third place gifts. One is a $50 gift certificate at the Peanut Bar. And then there are 2 4-packs of tickets for the Reading Fightin' Phils. Also want to thank the elections staff, both the permanent staff and those that work on election day at the polls and work to do the canvassing of the mail-in ballots. Really appreciate all of the work that they do, and the leadership team, our legal team. They're dedicated, and I think the process went very well. Now, I read some comments in the paper relative to the turnout and reasons for that. I've talked about this before, but I'll just simply reiterate it again. I think there's 2 basic reasons that we see this. One is the focus that educational institutions, including college, place on the political arena. Their focus is heavily focused on the federal level and then secondarily on the state level. very few schools teach anything about local government. So that's one challenge. And I'm not being critical, I'm just stating the reality of what we face. Secondly, media and political parties are enamored with federal politics and to a certain degree state politics, and they don't spend much time focusing on the importance of local elections. And yet it's the local elections that touch people's lives virtually every single day, whether we're talking county, municipal, school districts, et cetera. And I don't think there's anything else other than those two areas. I'd rather see more people turn out. I don't know where the 17+% stands, but it's got to be one of our historically low turnouts here in Berks County. I was also at Armed Forces Day Parade. I love that parade each year. I will say that since the pandemic, attendance has been a challenge. Diane Price has been a stalwart leader of this committee for a long time. I'm hoping to set up some time to get together with her and see what can be done to get more people to come out. The Armed Forces Day Parade is about supporting the men and women that are in uniform today. That's the purpose and the focus. And I really would like to see a return to the kind of crowds we saw not that many years ago over in West Reading and Wyomissing. But I do appreciate people like Diane and the committee and those that participated in that event. As noted, Monday is Memorial Day. I will be participating in the Wernersville Memorial Day Parade. And I appreciate Commissioner Rivera highlighting Memorial Day is not a day of celebration. Often we get caught up as it's another day off, but it is a day that we remember the men and the women who have paid the supreme sacrifice for our freedom as American citizens. And I would encourage people to remember what it's all about. I've shared this before, but I think one of the most significant poems relative to Memorial Day comes to us from World War I. And it's a poem called In Flanders Field. And it goes, in Flanders Field, where poppies blow, between the crosses row on row that mark our spot. And in the sky, the lark, still singing sweetly, flies, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunsets glow, loved and were loved. And now we lie in Flanders Field. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Field. The last thing I want to say is I wasn't supposed to be here today, but early Monday morning, my father passed away suddenly, and as a result, this Saturday we will be celebrating the memory of his life. And I just want to briefly share hopefully it's coming up. It isn't. It's just me.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. This is a picture from January of 2008 of my mom and dad and myself. I was a little smaller back then, a little lighter, but my mom and dad very much supported me, and I appreciate that. A couple of weeks ago, we had the volunteer luncheon at the Berksheim, and I know that if you were there, you would have gone with us, but I asked my colleague, Commissioner Rivera, to go with me to see my dad. And you can see my dad was glad not only to see us, but to see Barbie and Veronica and Lynn. And I'm so glad we were able to do that. I'm going to miss my dad. 91 years old. He would have been 97 on January the 7th. What?
92.
92. Thank you.
97.
Yeah. 92 on June the 7th. But I was blessed to have him as my dad and to be able to call him my father. That's all that I have. And at this time, any comments from our row officers?
I don't have anything to add at this time.
I just have a couple comments. First of all, I wanted to publicly thank the Board of Commissioners, the COO team, for allowing myself and our intern to join you on your little elections tour with our state legislators. I think the public should know that a lot of hard work goes into it. You all thanked everyone below, and they did a great job. But the public should know that a lot of thought, effort, organization goes into our local elections, and that they should be assured that at least this Board of Commissioners and COO team are doing a very good job of making sure our elections happen in the county. So thank you all for that, because I'm not sure the public always sees that or recognizes that, but I think I think it was good to mention it. So the other thing I just wanted to mention was I'll be headed out to the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, the greatest spectacle in racing. And that'll be on Sunday. And they give a huge tribute to our armed service, armed forces and first responders and everything. Very patriotic weekend in Indianapolis. And of course, Team Penske will be out there. So from Berks County, and they have 3 cars in the race. 2 of them are at the very back of the field because of some
crashes.
Well, now I don't know.
Well, the one was a crash and a half.
Well, a little dust up there at the end. I'm not sure. I don't have all the deets. I don't want to say, but they have 3 cars, 1 in the 10th position and 2 at the 32nd and 33rd position. So anyway, we hope that everyone races successfully. No one gets hurt. But I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have no public comment in person. I just checked. None. What's that? Oh, JD. I'm sorry, JD. I missed that. Jonathan Del Calo, our prothonotary.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick comment. First of all, Commissioner, condolences to you and your family. Your dad was a great man. I met him several times, and he was one heck of a guy. I'd also like to add, along with the many departments that do make elections work, the Court of Common Pleas is required to sit from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every election day, primary and general. And I know various judges, court reporters, court staff, as well as myself and my office manager and chief deputy are always here from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And we help ensure that if there are challenges, that they are addressed promptly and in a way that keeps everything flowing. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the courts as well as all the other great departments that make Election Day happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let me check. I did something pop up on Q. Oh, that was okay. I see that. So that brings us to the end of the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, one more sports note, because I always happen to throw those in after the Indianapolis 500. But I just want to report that the diabolical scheme to try to do away with the tush push, AKA the brotherly shove, has been soundly defeated. And those rotten teams that want to do away with it, figure out how to stop it. That's all I want to say. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Figure out how to do it. They can't even figure out how to do it themselves. I'm with you 100%.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting is adjourned.